The Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers battle it out in a massive Week 14 matchup. We react to every single play live here on this Locked On Ravens Watch Along.
You are Locked On Ravens, your daily Baltimore Ravens podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
You are Locked On Ravens. Welcome into the show. I'm your host, Kevin Oestreicher of Ravens Wire, here with you on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Thanks so much for being here, making Locked On Ravens a part of your day and your first listen each and every single day. And thank you out there to all the everydayers, the first-time listeners. If you're somewhere in the middle, thank you as well. And the Locked On Podcast Network, now the #1 sports podcast network. We have 5 days a week plus more of daily Ravens coverage here on Locked On Ravens. And so you can hit the like and subscribe button in video form and follow along in audio form. We're here today to instantly react to every single play of the Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers Week 14 game. Huge matchup on both sides. And I'm nervous for this one. I'm nervous for this one, but you know what? As I said on the pregame show this morning, I have some eerie confidence. Some eerie confidence is what I'm gonna call this one. So I don't know. You got to establish the run game, and hope you do that first of all, because if you don't, I don't really know what we're doing here because of the way the Steelers would play without Derrick Harmon. So getting ready for kickoff here on the show. Just gonna make sure we get as many people in here as we can by putting it out on social media. That would be wonderful. Here we go. Still waiting for the game. Showing Ray Lewis. Planting the shield. That's awesome. That's awesome. Can Ray suit up? Can Ray suit up in this game? I don't know. It looks like the Ravens are gonna receive this ball, so the Steelers will get it at halftime. Wow, we got Kieran in the chat. There's this new guy in here called Zach Bollinger. I see at 6507. Zach Bollinger 6507. Wow. Welcome in. First time ever meeting you, Mr. Zach Bollinger 6507. Score prediction, Zach Bollinger 6507. I'm gonna go 24-21 Ravens as the kickoff. As the kickoff happens. Mitchell Fields this one. Hey, that's Skoranek who made that play. Wow. Right out about the 25, 26 yard line. Sheesh. Yeah, I'm with you, A1. I always like the Ravens getting the ball to start the second half, because now, look, maybe this is what they need. They've been getting the ball a lot to start the second half. I mean, I guess I just hope that maybe this can spark them offensively. They get off to a really hot start here. We're gonna see. So first play of the game here. Lamar drops back to pass out to Isaiah, likely off the bat. So a gain of 8 right off the bat for Isaiah, who is playing for new. That's what I was saying. After the Andrews extension, maybe there's likely start to turn it up here, earn himself a little more money. We will see. So it puts them in a positive 2nd and 2 situation here. And that's what you want, because especially if you can get the pass game going, force him to leave the box out a little bit, it's going to be really big. So I'd expect them to run the ball at Derrick Henry here, which they do, and he's going to pick up the first down. All right. That's all you can ask for. Looks like a Steelers down right now already on the field. It's not good. Oh, it might be Benton who got... Oh, Keanu Benton got rolled up on by his own guy, I think. Those injuries always. They haven't shown a replay or anything. I really don't want them to if it's gruesome, but you never want to see injury. So hopefully he's all right. They're already missing Derrick Harmon too. So Benton were to be out in this game, that's a really big loss for them. Bengals. Yeah, that Bills I mean, both of those defenses are terrible. I mean, Bengals defense is probably worse. Man, I got my hair I combed my hair and everything. I brushed it all down, and now it's all back up again. I'll tell you, I have like bedhead blues every day. It doesn't matter how long I'm up, how short I'm up. Just always pops back up. Always pops back up. What's going on, Tanya? How you doing? Appreciate you checking in. Appreciate everybody checking in and watching the game with me. Ravens off to a good start after 2 plays. I'm hoping they can get an offensive drive that puts the Steelers on their back foot. That's what this team needs. Wear a helmet. Sure. Maybe I bring hats into the equation here. Maybe I don't have a hat around me right now, but maybe I'll start wearing hats. Dylan, is this the week our offense figures out what sport they're playing? I hope so. I hope so. We need to play with the mindset we're going to go down in the fourth quarter all game, down by 10 in the fourth quarter all game. Yeah. Yeah. Foot on the gas the whole way. 100% agree. 100% agree. So we'll see if Benton is able to return. Again, they're already down. Derrick Harmon, which is a big loss for them. Benton walk into the blue tent there. Benton's a really good player, too. I really like him. So first down for the Ravens. Here's a handoff to Henry, who's going to cut it up the middle and pick up chunk yardage. Again, this is the formula. I don't think the Steelers can stop this Ravens ground game. Just ground and pound the entire game. The entire game. So 2nd and 4 again. That's what you want. Here's Henry again. Oh, TJ Watt read that one like a book. Wow, they're actually giving him generous forward progress on that play. TJ Watt unblocked off the edge. Yeah, not going to be. Yeah, well, that's the formula, right? If you just run it till it doesn't work anymore. So now the Ravens backed up to 3rd and 6 on a great play from TJ Watt. That one did feel a little telegraphed, but it's. I mean, I would have run it until it stopped working too. So I get it. So 3rd and 6. I like the formation the Ravens are in. Andrews and likely down at the bottom. Flowers in motion. Steelers sending some pressure. Lamar going to throw this one deep. Flowers has a step. Oh, did he land in bounds? Yes, he did. His shoulder came down in bounds. Huge play from Lamar and Zay Flowers. And looks like Chuck Clark didn't get there in time. I think that is a catch. Ooh. Oh, is that? We'll see. They're not going to challenge it. The Ravens, they did challenge it. They might argue the ball popped out there. I want to see the replay again. Let's see. The ball, it is moving a little bit. They needed to get the ball up to the line. They needed to sprint down there. Oh, no, his elbow hit out of bounds. All right. Yeah. It's not going to be a catch. It's incomplete. Depends on what hit first, because if the knee hits first, or if the elbow, because the elbow hit out of bounds. So if the leg hit first, it's all about the ball moving. I'm intrigued to see. I'm intrigued to see what they call here. Might just be inconclusive and they say it stands, but no evidence. I don't know. I do not know. Well, if this does stand or is confirmed, Steelers already lose their challenge like what, 4 minutes into the game, 3 minutes into the game, which would be huge. Okay, so it is the knee that hits first. The elbow hits second. So it stands. There we go. Ravens get the ball inside Pittsburgh's 25-yard line. Huge play. Henry going to run this ball. TJ Watt going to hawk him down. Maybe lost half a yard on that play. They're just running to the opposite side of the field that TJ is on. And TJ's just running all the way across the field. All right. 1st and 10 here. Or 2nd and 10, excuse me. Here's Keaton Mitchell, who's going to actually get a pretty decent push up front. Get it down into the red zone. So, of course, that's a scary thing when you're talking about red zone here. All right, so 3rd and 4. Rasheen Ali in the game. So it's probably a pass play, as it is. Lamar going to go for the end zone again. Oh. On Asante Samuel, it's going to be incomplete, and the Ravens are going to have to settle for 3. I think Zay was playing defense there, it looked like. No, it's just a batted ball. All right. Turned his head, swatted the ball. Yeah. All right. Okay. Oh, that was on Eccles. What number is Asante Samuel Jr. then? Hold on. So here's Tyler Loop, 21 for 21 inside 50 yards, as they're saying on the broadcast, 36-yard attempt. Kick is up and good. So Ravens disappointing to not end in a touchdown there, but points on the opening drive. on the big play from Lamar to Zay. And now comes that Steelers offense. Right, what number is Asante Samuel Jr.? 22. All right. Well, I mixed that up. Thought they had a lot of momentum on that drive too, which is unfortunate. But I think that Flowers, and that was on a 3rd down. So Ravens aggressive early in this game. Yeah. Chuck Clark chasing Zay Flowers is not going to work. I'm just going to predict this right now. Chuck Clark on Zay Flowers in any capacity at all, it's not going to work for Pittsburgh. Just going to lay it out there right now. Just going to lay it out there. Don't think that's a very very good formula for the Steelers. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button here on Locked On Ravens. We have 5 days a week plus more daily Ravens coverage here for you. So if you want to hear about this Ravens team every single day in some way, shape, or form, be sure to come on over to the community. We have great communities here. Obviously, a huge Locked On Ravens community, but, you know, we got like the Watch Along community and the Squad Show community and the Daily Show community and the Instant Reaction. I mean, we got so many different communities within the big Locked On Ravens community. And if I say community again, I might break the record for saying community in the least amount of time. So we also have a big announcement for tomorrow, which is really exciting. So I'm looking forward to that, to add on to the content a little more as well. And hopefully it's a good week as the Ravens win. Hopefully that's the case. Yeah, Zay's definitely not a jump ball receiver, but, you know, if you... They saw it work with him one time, so they went to it again. I mean, I don't blame them for doing it, but it's not a play I'd run every single time. All right, well, now you got to hold the Steelers offense. And again, as I said on the pregame show and throughout the week, their scoring potential is not as high as Baltimore's. You need to be able to slow them down. That kickoff going to be fielded beyond the 10-yard line here by DK. I didn't know DK did returns for them. Or no, that's Kenneth Gain. I know DK's number is 4, not 14. Okay. I'm getting things mixed up. I thought DK was still in Seattle for a second. I'm like, that's number 14 out there. Hold on. Man, all right. Kenneth Gainwell, though, he is going to be a factor. You got to watch out. Like, why does DK Metcalf look so small? And lo and behold, it's Kenneth Gainwell. All right, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. $35-yard line. Rodgers on 1st down. Going for a deep shot here to DK, who's going to hole it in. What was that? I know it's going to be a lot of DK on Marlon, but, I mean, DK beats Marlon down the sideline, and Gilman just gets over late. What in the world? So the Steelers... Yeah, I think they spotted the ball too far. What was that? Fewest in the NFL, 8th completion of the season to 20 air yards. So, all right, now it's backed up to the 13, so 1st and 10. Rodgers out to DK again. Sheesh. DK Metcalf just torching this Ravens team right now. Yep, got both feet down. Second and 3. Offensive lineman in motion. Going to toss it to Jalen Warren, who's going to get stacked up close. Going to be like 3rd and 1. This legitimately, I think this might be 4-down territory for the Steelers. I legitimately would not be shocked if this was 2-down territory for them right here on 3rd and 1. Ravens have been good as a red zone. I mean, we saw it in the first half against Cincinnati. Let's see what they do here. Rodgers throwing this ball to DK. Nope, Marlon threw that ball, got it away. 4th and 1. I think they go for this. I legitimately think they go for this. Good breakup from Marlon. DK had it in his hands, and Marlon just punched it out. Yep, I would go for this if I was Pittsburgh. I think this is the right decision. And they pull the Ravens Mark Andrews on him with, who even is that? Is that Connor Hayward? Yeah, it's Connor Hayward to get the first down. I think that was 100% the right decision. Smart decision from Pittsburgh. Rushed it up to the line, ran it over to left side, picked up more than the one they needed. So 1st and goal for the Steelers from the 3. Rodgers gonna look, gonna throw this one to the end zone, incomplete on 1st down. DK might get 20 targets this game. He's already what, 4? A good play from Buchanan to slow up Washington. Roquan follows him. DK tried it with the one hand. DK tried it with the one hand. It's as we've talked about the Ravens, it's harder to score from like the 3-yard line than it is. Yeah, there's again 2nd down. Run play with Gainwell for about 1. It's harder to score from the 3 than it can be from the 13 sometimes because of that field tightens and shortens up. Roquan with a good stop on 2nd down. Just fills through the hole. Really nice. Really nice play. All right, now 3rd and goal for the Steelers from the 2-yard line. Curious to see if they try to run this ball again here. Going to be a pass play. Rodgers is going to... You cannot let Aaron Rodgers run into the end zone, bro. Oh, my... What year are we in? 2015? You get the discount double check going on, man. Like, oh, my... That was disgusting. So Boswell up and through. Allowing Aaron Rodgers to run into the end zone is criminal. That was a bootleg-ish play, too. And I can't even put my post out on social media, right? Huh? Man, that felt like Joe Flacco doing those bootlegs. That was disgusting. Ugh. Sheesh, 4 years. That's ugly, ugly. Man, that Cincy game, what is it, already 7-3 there? Well, all right, you got to establish the run game again. We know that. We know that. Get on the ground early. Get it on the ground early. Yeah, Steelers haven't completed a downfield pass in 36 days here, according to Ben Fennell. 0 for 13, 3 interceptions in the last 5 games combined. It's just, I don't want to go back to what we were talking about with this Ravens defense earlier in the season, where it's like if you need a get right game, the Ravens defense is the one. No. We can't do that. Well, yeah, I mean, Marlon on DK is interesting because obviously DK has the speed. I mean, Nate with his, I mean, I'd try to put Nate on him and just see what happens. They're going to try to put a lot of Marlon on him in this game. I mean, he had a good pass breakup on third down. The problem is how'd they get there? Well, because Marlon got beat and Gilman didn't get over in time. So, all right, well, here's the return from Rasheen Ali, who's going to, she's going to get stacked up right about the 25, 26-yard line. Someone got bowled over. Man, they have Lamar limping on this CBS graphic. That's a little disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so 1st and 10. Run this ball. Nope, they're gonna throw this ball. Lamar gonna run it himself, and he's gonna slide down. Man, it feels so weird to. What is going on? He gave himself up. I don't know what happened there. Cam Hayward knocked the ball out. Feels so weird to see Lamar. I mean, Lamar always has kind of protected his body like that and slid down. Good way to step up in the pocket. Rosengarten got, good play by Henry. See, there's Henry in pass protection. So 2nd and 6 for the Ravens. Andrews in motion. Man, TJ Watt is just, hopefully Henry's okay. Ow, all right. That didn't look pretty at all, but glad he's all right. So 3rd and 5 here. TJ Watt is just, so they're completely avoiding Watt's side of the field, and they're just running. So Andrews kind of, that was a weird play by Andrews, just kind of showing block at TJ Watt and then running to the outside. All right, so 3rd and 5 here. Ravens definitely need a conversion here. Steelers will send to, no, not really. Oh, and Eccles gets Lamar for a sack. Only rushing 4 too. Sheesh, man. Ugh. Does Daniel Falele get beat by a corner? Daniel Falele just got beat by a cornerback. So it's Jordan Stout. Oh, that ball is almost blocked. That ball is going to be fielded by Calvin Austin, but a good punt from Jordan Stout. I need to see that. Eccles is a corner, right? He's not a safety. Yeah, all right. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. Thanks. Cincy up 14-3 over Buffalo. I mean, you can't have Falele out there still. Well, hey, hit the like and subscribe button, video form, audio form. Here for you 5 days a week. Ravens content. Gonna have a hopefully fun post-game show. Need this Ravens defense to get a stop, though. .32-yard line. The Steelers will start. Rodgers on first down. Going to fire it out to Jalen Warren. Nice tackle from Humphrey there. Physicality. Gain of 3 or 4. Yeah, 0 for 13 and on deep pass attempts in November. So 2nd and 6 for Pittsburgh. Play clock's at 5. They're going to have to call timeout. Oh, they actually got the ball off. It's going to be a handoff to Warren, who's going to spin outside and pick up. So about 3rd and 2. I did not expect them to Sheesh, I did not expect them to get that playoff. All right, so third and a long one for the Steelers here. Need a stop to get the momentum off of Pittsburgh's side. Is that Adam Thielen they're showing? Ravens are going to send some pressure. Rodgers going to look. Rodgers going to escape the pocket. What year are we in? What year are we in? Allowing Aaron Rodgers to escape the pocket, move out, and find a receiver. Literally, what year are we in right now? Bam, both feet down. Baltimore's going to challenge this play. Rodgers is pissed. Oh, is the ball moving? Okay, I see. Is the ball moving? Yeah, all right. That ball's moving. That's incomplete. So good challenge from the Ravens. So this is a punt here for the Steelers, which is big news. They're going to call for a fair catch on this one at about the 11-yard line. Jeez, bad coaching for the Steelers on that play, not getting that play in as fast as they could. They had to hurry that ball up. So good challenge from John Harbaugh. 2 for 3 on the year for John on challenges. So Keaton Mitchell on the field on first down for this play for Baltimore. Keaton going to take this ball, run to the outside, and pick up a couple. Man, Bengals look good. Henry has his helmet off on the sideline. Likely going to come in motion. Going to be another handoff to Keaton, who's going to get stacked up after another gain of a couple. Ravens going a little hurry up here. 3rd and 4. Steelers look confused on defense. Lamar going to look, going to roll out, going to try to escape, going to run it up and get that first down. Hopefully he's all right after taking that hit. Way for him to maneuver around the pocket there. See, I don't even know if that's his leg that's injured or not. So Ravens get a new set of downs. 1st and 10, firing it out. Oof. Joey Porter Jr. with they called the flag. Yeah, he was hooking him. It's gonna be a new set of downs, pass interference. It was only a short 5 or 6 yard route, but even so, you don't want it to be 2nd and 10. You get the new set of downs. Yeah, it was the grab, and then he contacted him early. Yeah. I mean, it's a little ticky-tacky, but, I mean, by definition, that is pass interference, so you gotta call it. So Ravens up at the 29. Throw the ball to Keaton. Oh, no, he's gonna fire it out to... I don't think... Yeah, Flowers didn't get his feet in. Wow. Big blunder by Zay. It didn't look like he got his feet in on the live copy. Jump. Yeah, his foot's out. Yep. Wow. So 2nd and 10 now. Here's a handoff to Keaton, who's going to cut it back upfield, and so giving Keaton a decently heavy workload today with Derrick Henry with his helmet off on the sideline. Here comes Rasheen Ali for 3rd and 5. Steelers sending some pressure. Lamar going to fire that out. The ball's tipped. Did it go off of Zay's hands? I mean, it wasn't going to be a first down anyway, I don't think. But did that ball just go off of Zay's hands? Yeah, he just dropped it. Rough possession there for Zay Flowers. So Jordan Stout again. This ball going to be fielded by Calvin Austin. All right, get it out to the 20-yard line, it looks like. So good punt by Stout again, who's had an awesome year. And I still can't tweet today. Sheesh, man. This is an awful offensive unit right now for the Ravens. So Ravens defense back on the field. Here's a handoff to, is that Caleb Johnson? Yep, Caleb Johnson, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Very disappointing first quarter. I mean, the Ravens have had essentially one big play all game offensively. And yeah, that's about it. Pretty tragic. Not gonna lie. Pretty tragic. All right, let's run over some first quarter stats, by the way. Let me pull up this box score. Hit the like and subscribe button, though. I'm going to keep saying it the entire show. We're going to have a post-game show after this. We're going to have the instant reaction show. That's what the post-game show is. And then we're going to have the Locked On Ravens squad show after that as well. So be sure you stick around for everything we have in store. 5 days a week plus more of daily Ravens coverage. What's a play by? All right, so Steelers have held, oh no, the Ravens have held the ball for 9 minutes and 4 seconds. Steelers for 5:56. Well, I would have, feels like it's the opposite, being honest. Not even gonna lie. Oh, the Bills scored a touchdown. All right, so they're back in it. Man. Yeah, I don't really get why Henry's did I miss something? Is Henry injured? Like, for as much as I think Keaton should get carries, like, I don't think he should be on the sideline with his helmet off and not, like, in on certain drives. Like, I don't think it should be a drive-to-drive rotation for these guys. Like, I think you should use them in tandem, Henry and Mitchell, but I don't know why they just refuse to use him in certain situations. Yeah, Lamar's running around, and again, I think he looks better than he did in that Jets game, and looking hopefully all right here. Wait, hold on. First down, Rodgers throwing. Oh, DK was open. Rodgers just missed him. So 3rd and 5 here. Yeah, just a little too far out in front of DK. Break there for Baltimore. Ravens are scrambling a little bit on defense here. 3rd and 5. DK in the slot matched up against Marlon. Is that Marquez Valdes-Scantling on the bottom against Nate? Got all these receivers out here. All right, here's the snap. Rodgers looking, going to fire it out to Gainwell, who's going to somehow, with Roquan and Awuzie there, squeak his way for a first. Oh, my word, man. Ugh. Just makes Roquan hesitate a little bit. So, new set of downs for Pittsburgh. Rodgers, what in the world is going on here? That was a very dangerous throw from Rodgers. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Just threw it over the middle of the field. Just licking his finger or something. I don't really get what's going on. Man, that Washington game is almost it's 4 minutes to go in the second quarter in the Washington-Minnesota game. We're not even a minute into the second quarter in this game for the Ravens and Steelers, man. All right, 2nd and 10 for Pittsburgh. It's going to be a false start, it looks like, on the Steelers to make it 2nd and 15. That's huge. Yep, that he did. They were waiting too long to get that playoff. I don't know what that was about. So 2nd and 15 now for the Steelers as they're backed up. Ravens showing some pressure. Play clock down to 2 again. 1. They're really flirting with that. All right. Draymond Jones. Oh, they're going to fire it out to Washington. Oh, Hamilton and Smith just bowled into each other. Is Washington down? I mean, they pick up a lot of that yardage back. Yeah, Hamilton chopped him low and fell on his shoulder. Or no, it was Gilman. It was Gilman, not Hamilton. So Gilman chopped him, and Roquan and Hamilton ran into each other. So hopefully he's all right. They have a deep tight end room there with Washington, Freiermuth, and Johnny Smith. So he's walking slowly off the field. So they're going to set up a 3rd and 3 for Pittsburgh here. Gainwell motioning to the outside. Looks like Ravens will send some pressure. Rodgers going to fire this one out deep to DK, who catches that ball on Nate and Malaki. What in the world, man? Kind of held that ball on his helmet. Oh, that ball did move, though, a little bit. I think that's another challenge for Baltimore. They need to get that play in. They snap it. That was an incompletion. The Ravens, I think, should have challenged that play. I think that ball was incomplete. So they just wanted to get the play off so that the Ravens couldn't challenge it, so they don't really care it's an incompletion. But I think that ball was incomplete. I think that ball was moving. So it's not moving. And then it kind of twists. Now his feet were still in. I don't know. That would have probably been close. DK is cooking these Ravens corners right now. Was Gilman trying to call a timeout? Was that just me? Gilman's. Was that a. Are they going to call a face mask? What are they going to call? They're signaling defense. Gainwell toe tap for like 9 yards on that play. They're calling a face mask on Gilman, bro. Are you joking? All right, let's see. Is there a twist? Yeah, his finger's in there. Yep, that is a face mask. If he had just put his hand on the face mask, it wouldn't have been a face mask. But since the finger was in and it pulled a little bit, then they're gonna call it. So by definition, that is a face mask. Sheesh, man. So where even are the Steelers at this point? They're at the 12-yard line. My all right. Well, 1st and 10. The Steelers can pick up another first down at the 2-yard line if they don't score. Here's a toss play to Gainwell. That's going nowhere. Somehow gains a yard out of that. Or at least gets back to the line. I thought he was going to get tackled for like a 3-yard loss. Oh, did Daniel Jones just tear his Achilles? Oh, no. Oh, hopefully Daniel Jones is okay. That was non-contact, and they say he's out with an Achilles injury. Oh, no. All right, well, 2nd and 10 here. Hold them to a field goal. I mean, you have to hold them to a field goal here. Rodgers going to look, going to fire it out to Gainwell, who is going to break one tackle and make it 3rd and manageable for Pittsburgh. You need to hold the Steelers to a field goal here. It's 3rd and 5, and again, they can pick up another first down at the 2-yard line. Okay, 3rd and 5, huge play here. Call timeout for Rodgers. Ravens were showing some pressure at the line. Huge play for the Steelers here and the Ravens, honestly. Wow. I feel sick for Daniel Jones, man. Colts might not even make the playoffs at this point. All right, 3rd and 5. Screenplay to Gainwell. That's going, yeah, that was going nowhere fast. All right, so it's going to be like 4th and 3. I'd assume the Steelers kick the field goal here. They might go for it, but no, Gainwell looks to be a little shaken up. Man, Steelers getting banged up in this game. His leg, yeah, his leg planted weird on the turf, it looked like. It's kind of slipped. So they should kick the field goal. Huge stand by the Ravens defense. You could not have allowed them to score a touchdown there. So Boswell will knock it through. Damage could have been worse, but the Steelers still get 3 points on the board. So now it's on to the Ravens offense. Ravens offense needs to do something here. And I would love to, hey, just a thought. Just a thought. I would love to see Derrick Henry on the field. I know, crazy. It's crazy. But, I think it'd be a good idea. I know it's kind of out of left field. I know it's, kind of bold, right? But I think Derrick Henry should be on the field. Man, are the Bills even going to make the playoffs at this point? This is crazy. Bengals are about to be up like 21-11. Well, we're going to have the post-game show regardless of winner or loss or a tie. So be sure you rock out with us. Hopefully it's after a win. I can't, if it's after a loss, I can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah, I think they are. They're playing a little soft right now. I mean, I just don't get the decision to like they're getting too cute here. Like, why not utilize Derrick Henry and Keaton Mitchell together? You know, why you got to rotate them in drive for drive? Like, I don't understand that. Don't understand that. You know, but I do agree with the comments that, like, you know, it's not just the coaching, not just the players, not just, you know, there are a lot of things that contribute to this. So yeah, John saying 73 total yards. Oh boy. The Ravens need a big drive here to tie this game up, especially because they don't get the ball to start the second half. What in the world? That was a line driver right at Keaton Mitchell, who's going to get tackled again right around the 25-ish yard line, right? Oh, look, Derrick Henry makes an appearance on the Walter Payton Man of the Year 2025 Club Winners. So shout out to Derrick Henry, though. It's a really cool achievement. Ooh. All right, hey, look, Derrick Henry on the field. 1st and 10. Are they going to run it with him? I hope so. Nope. They're going to try a screen out to Zay. There's also a flag, which is... Oh, no, that's going to be on the Ravens. I think it's ineligible man. Oh, man. So they're going to decline the penalty because Zay was tackled for a 1-yard loss. So they're going to opt for 2nd and 11 as opposed to 1st and 15. Which, yeah, that's probably what I would do too. Good tackle by Highsmith. Like, again, screen pass on 1st down. I'm just like, why? Why? All right. So here's Lamar going to throw that ball out to Zay, who's going to be shifty with it and juke and back up and go forward and pick up decent amount of yards there to make it 3rd and 4. Zay never makes it easy. He always has crazy. He always gets to a spot, but has a crazy way to get there, it feels like. So now it's 3rd and 4. You need a 1st down here. Rasheen Ali in the game. Lamar looking. He's going to try to run this one. He's going to float it over the top, and it's intercepted by James Pierre. Oh my. He just tried to float it over the top, and Pierre, instead of chasing Lamar, dropped back. So instead of Pierre coming up, he actually floats it, and Pierre just one-hands it. He was, that's a bad decision. Why are you not running with Derrick Henry? Like, what is going on? So the Steelers get the ball about the Ravens 35-yard line, 36-yard line. Here's a run to Jalen Warren for about a yard. David Ajabu in on that play. Did Cincy not score? Okay. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Steelers. They're showing Hamilton off the edge. He will drop back. Rodgers going to look, going to roll out a little bit, going to fire that ball into Skoranek. First down, Steelers. I mean, guys just can't cover for that long. And when Rodgers rolls out like that, I mean, it's on Humphrey, but, when you're asking guys to cover for 5, 6, 7 seconds, it's never going to work. So, yes, Marlon's had a rough game, but outside of the Metcalf breakup in the end zone, but, you can't ask guys to cover for that long. You're letting Aaron Rodgers roll out in the pocket. Okay. Here's a screenplay to Metcalf, who's going to bowl his way over. Was that Kyle? Wow, all right. So Steelers get it inside the red zone, which is apparently the Ravens' bread and butter for the most part as a defense. So hopefully they can just bend but not break here. Oh, okay. So it was over Nate. DK's having a heck of a game so far. So 2nd and 4 for the Steelers. Middle of the field wide open. The Ravens take a timeout this time. Rodgers is mad again. Who is Rodgers talking to? Sloppy. Yeah. Sloppy Joe. See sloppy Joe. See, yes, but yes, Joe, it's a sloppy team right now. It's a sloppy team right now. Oh man, this is a brutal watch. And again, I'm gonna harp on it a lot, but the Steelers are getting the ball to start the second half. And if you've watched these watch longs before, you know how much I care about that because I love when the Ravens do it, and I hate it when the other team does it. So, all right, 2nd and 4 for Pittsburgh. Thielen's in the game here. Going to be a rollout play. Rodgers going to fire that ball to Thielen, who's going to pick up. It'll be about 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. Good tackle by Marlon to not allow him to pick up the first. Since he did score. Okay. You need another stop here. Again, apparently the red zone is where the Ravens step it up. Make this team kick field goals. Keep the offense attached. It's what their game plan has to be at this point. 3rd and 2. Rodgers going to look. He's going to fire it to the end zone for DK. It's going to be incomplete on Marlon. All right. So field goal unit coming on. Yeah, it's incidental, I feel like. So Steelers leaving some points on the board, luckily, is this. So Boswell on to attempt the kick. Kick is up and through. So 13-3 sounds a lot better than 21-3. Wait. Do not tell me this penalty is on the Ravens. You do not tell me this penalty is on the Ravens. Was it on the snapper? Are you kidding me? Yeah, you can't bowl over the snapper like that. That's ridiculous. All right, well, here's Gamewell on first down, taking to the outside, going to cut it inside and for a touchdown. All right, so, well, 17-3 it is, I guess. 17-3 it is, I guess. 13-3 sounded a lot better, but now we can get to 17-3. I need to see that Travis Jones play again, by the way. Just unreal. So now Boswell puts that extra point through. Now 17-3. All right, well, let's find that Travis Jones play again. Unbelievable. Well, hey, hit the like and subscribe button. If the game keeps going like it's going, we're going to have another fiery post-game show, which we've had a lot of this year. But just feels like they're defeated right now. That interception felt like that's the season. Yeah. I mean, they need a touchdown right here. Like, if they don't score a touchdown, yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's probably going to be it. But still a lot of game left, so anything can happen. Where is the rate the refs? Because I want to see the Jones play again. Here it is. Travis Jones is called for unnecessary roughness on this Chris Boswell field goal, leading to a Steelers first down. The Ravens give up a touchdown on the next play. Gave up a touchdown on the next play. So you get the behind the scenes of how I do things on social media. Okay. 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 I look like, if anything, it was on a Okoye. Is that going to be out to the 40 for the Ravens? Yeah. All right. Well, hey, maybe that's what they need. Shorter landing zone. Ravens got good starting field position. Out to the 40, I think, right? Yep. Run. I don't care if the Steelers send all their guys. Run this ball at Derrick Henry on first down. They can send their entire team. Run the ball at Derrick Henry on first down. Thank you. I don't even care. I don't care that they got 2 yards. They ran the ball at Derrick Henry. That's what they need to do. They also need to make sure the Steelers, if they do not score here, the Steelers don't have enough time to score and then double dip. So if anything, the Ravens need to end the half with a score and not give the Steelers time. Is essentially what has to happen here. Here's another Henry carry. Gonna cut it. See, look what happens when you run the ball with Derrick Henry. Oh, Malik Harrison might be out. Hopefully he's all right. Yeah, just his helmet. I hope he's all right. All right, so at least Harrison's up and on a knee. Wow. I'm curious to see the video. What happened on the interception? All right, so Harrison's up and walking. Glad he's up and walking. All right, here's a rollout play to the sideline for Flowers. All right, see, the defense started to run with Henry. This is what they need to do. You're about a quarter and a half too late if you're the Ravens, but at least they're doing it. So now 2nd and 1, you need to run this ball with Derrick Henry. There you go. 1st down. See, and you're chewing time up off the clock. So if you do kick a field goal or whenever the Steelers get the ball back, there's not going to be enough time. Like, this is what you're supposed to do. All right, here we go. Lamar looking. He's going to throw the. Oh, he got caught. I thought he was going to have to throw that ball away, but Lamar to Likely. Nice play there. Balele got smoked on that play too, by the way. I don't understand what the Ravens see. I don't. So 2nd and 4, you're going to run the ball with Henry again here. No, it's going to be a reverse play to Flowers, who's going to actually cut it up the field. Just barely doesn't get the 1st down. He actually made something out of nothing there. So now you run the ball with Henry. Now it's a 3rd and 2. Don't get cute. Just run the ball with Derrick Henry. And Keaton Mitchell's on the field. Oh, my. It's not that I don't like Keaton. It's that you have Derrick Henry on a 3rd and 1.5. Oh, they're calling. Oh, wow. Steelers offsides. I didn't see anything. Neutral zone infraction. Oh, Highsmith just kind of in. Oh, he just kind of lined up in the neutral zone. That's weird. So now Henry back on the field. Ravens there at the Steelers 25-yard line. Lamar, that ball's tipped in the air and down, and there is a flag on the play as well. So we're going to have to see what that is. Legal formation. So they're going to decline this penalty because they want the ball back, and it was an incompletion anyway. So instead of 1st and 15, Stanley's had two penalties declined. So because they want the ball back with time, they're going to opt to risk the 2nd and 10 as opposed to a 1st and 15. So it's 2 chances versus 3, essentially. I'd run this ball, get the clock to a 2-minute warning, and set up a 3rd down. That's what I'd do. Yep, here's Henry. Gonna get stuffed up. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So that was the right decision. I need to find that Falele. Is there a I don't know because I saw him he got blown by on that other play, but I don't see a replay of it. So unfortunately, I can't put that out on social media. Huge third down here too from the Ravens. I mean, you need points obviously, but you really kind of need a touchdown here. Like so Darnell Washington, Malik Harrison both out with concussions. Oof. All right. So Ravens will have a third. I'm all over the place. Third and what? 6? 7? Third and 8. Henry's off the field for this play. Need a first down here. Steelers pressuring. It's not getting there. Lamar going to fire it out incomplete to Zay. There's a flag, though. There's a flag. Oh, illegal contact. Ravens get a first down. Joey Porter Jr. is a very high penalized corner. Hopkins is also wrapping him up, too. It was called on the defender. Hopkins, a savvy veteran, man. Steelers are getting a lot of penalties in this game. Ravens are getting a couple too, but they're just getting declined. So good call on the run here for Henry on first down. We'll pick up about 5. Now you can run this clock down to pretty low so the Steelers don't have an opportunity to score. This also is in the red zone, and we know they can't score in the red zone, so hopefully they score in the red zone. I'd run this ball again, get it, if anything, to another third down. Hopefully you pick up a first. Nope, not going to be one. Lamar is going to look. He's going to fire it over the middle to Rashod. He did not get that. Oh, that's a generous spot. It's a generous spot for him, but it will be first and goal. Clock's still moving, so Pittsburgh is not going to have an opportunity here. Unless they score a touchdown on this play, but even still. Here's a toss play to Henry. He's going to get stuffed up. Ravens will call a timeout. Highsmith is limping around a little bit. Man, Steelers getting banged up in this game. So 2nd and goal, 27 seconds left. Lamar looking, gonna fire this ball out. Nothing doing. 3rd and goal. Andrews was looking for a flag there, just trying to get one. It's all right. 3rd and goal now. Lots of one-on-ones here. Lamar looking, gonna run this one in. Lamar Jackson runs it in. Huge play to get this team back in it. Yeah, holding on the defense. All good. All good. So Lamar saw the PQ blitz come up the middle. So huge play there. Snap kick. Hold extra point is no good. Oh. Oh, man. I don't know if the wind took it or what happened on that play. So that was a good drive. Now they have to do it when they don't get gifted by Pittsburgh good field position. But overall, really good drive from Baltimore. Oh, hit my mic by accident. All right, Steelers will run this ball back. Should just be the end of the half here, right? Nothing doing. All right, well, 17-9. Weird game. Steelers leaving points on the board. Ravens leaving points on the board. But hopefully that offensive drive for Baltimore is the momentum that they need. All right, well, my takeaways are I'm scared about this Ravens team. I am. Yeah, I mean, it's true, Joe. No kicker. I mean, it's unfortunate he makes the extra point, but I mean, every kicker has misses, unfortunately. It came at a bad time, but yeah. Uh, but yeah, after that interaction with Falele, where apparently he slammed his helmet down, and it's interesting. Ah, man. All right, well, let's do some takeaways. What are your takeaways from this game so far? First half takeaways. I said I'm scared about this team. Ravens actually doing a pretty good job holding the ball right now. They're out holding. Well, it got a little bit more even as the game has gone on, but still, they do have the time possession advantage 16-11 to 13-49. Steelers in the red zone 2 for 3. Ravens are 1 for 2. Steelers not really utilizing their ground game a bunch, but both teams are 3 for 7 on third down. Ravens have one more first down. Just like it's opportunities. And like in this game, Steelers have 5 penalties. The Ravens only have 2. I mean, there were a couple penalties that were declined. So the Ravens still certainly in this game, but I think a lot of it is going to be determined by what we see at the start of the second half here. That's going to be the big thing. Oh, man. All right, let's see what we got here. O-line needs to be... Oh, wait, sorry, here we go. Clear Lamar's at right. He had 10 touchdowns, 1 pick before he got hurt. O-line and offensive play calling are brutal. Yeah, for sure. Choking during a big game, on par as usual. Just got to hope they can turn it on in the second half. But yeah, it hasn't been great this first half. O-line needs to be scrapped completely. Some picks for a first-round O-lineman, sign a big edge in the offseason. I mean, they definitely need to work on it's number one priority is O-line, O-line, O-line. 1,000%. I mean, Falele is a free agent. Can't have him back. I would rather them re-sign Stevens than them bring back Falele. And Stevens is that. That's obviously not knowing Stevens would be having the year he's having with the Jets. But, Falele just can't come back. He can't come back. Voorhees has to not be a part of it. I mean, your tackle spots, you're going to have to figure things out there. Falele is the worst lineman I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, again, that interaction, I'm curious. Lamar playing bad. Todd Monken not do anything to fix the offense. Again, I need to see them do it without getting gifted the field position from Pittsburgh. Go down the field on an 85-yard drive, 80-yard drive. Get that momentum that way. But hey, anything can kickstart it. So we'll see. 2 teams who won't do anything in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, you got to get there and anything can happen. But yeah, I'll tell you what, still a lot of issues with this team where Pittsburgh is not your typical playoff team. If you get what I'm saying, you're going to be playing a team with either a lot better defense or a lot better offense. And Pittsburgh has had moments in this game where it looks really good for both of those teams. We rely too much on a healthy Lamar to carry the team. I actually agree with this. I think that, they have talent around him, and this is the best talent they've had around him as a collective. But it feels like they don't know how to use it. That's my thing. Every week I don't start the Seahawks defense, they score a touchdown. Every week. By the way. Because I have the Denver defense, and I'm like, well, Denver defense is great. But I guess the Seahawks defense just loves scoring touchdowns, so it's on me, I guess. All right. Let's see. Signing Andrews is the beginning of the end. Signals they're not serious about contending. After looking at the specifics of it, I feel better about the structure. But again, if it means losing likely, that's a tough blow for sure. Whoever wins the North means nothing, going to be a first-round exit no matter who it is. I mean, I'm not inspired by either of these teams right now. Steel squad. I wonder. Steelers fan. Yep, look at that. Drainy Ravens won't even make the playoffs. Maybe. I mean, I think there's only one team in the AFC North that makes it, and I think this game has a lot to do with it. So we'll see who wins this one. Let's see. Action Jackson could be a Todd Monken issue, but I'm worried that Lamar Super Bowl window is closed. 2023 was such a missed opportunity. I mean, even 2019 and last year too, but like 2023 hurts the most out of the. I mean, honestly, 2019 also was bad, but like, yeah, a lot of tough. Yeah, really tired of checking in with you, Kev, during halftime, and you have that look on your face. Sorry, bro. Right? Hey, man, it's all good. That's what I'm here for. We're here to go through the emotions together, man. Wins, losses, ties, even though we don't like ties. So, hey, hit the like and subscribe button, video form and audio form. We're going to have the instant reaction show after this, as well as the Locked On Ravens Squad show. So, going to determine a lot in terms of the mood that everybody's feeling, whether a win or a loss. Except poor Kevin went from covering the best team in the league to these bozos. Man, just it's tough, and this is the first season of watch-alongs too. So I was hoping for a more exciting season in terms of the watch-alongs, and we've had some good games. The problem is the Ravens haven't won the good games, which is, I mean, I guess they've won some, but it's against bad teams. Looking for a new team to root for. If you're looking for an NBA team to root for the Denver Nuggets. That's my team. So Denver Nuggets. If you are a NBA fan, want a team to root for, Denver Nuggets. I'm always recruiting new Nuggets fans out here. Rodgers has looked better than I thought he was going to look today. I mean, part of that is the Ravens defense is like making him look like 2015 Aaron Rodgers. So that's not great. But yeah, I think Lamar's had it with Daniel Fale. Yeah, that thing Tracy Wolfson reported. Yeah, for sure. I think I mean, in that interaction to me is kind of like a signal he's not going to be back. Like, again, Lamar has input. I don't know how much input, but I don't think he's going to be back. So we shall, let's see. Yeah, I saw that play. I saw that play where because I haven't seen that. There's not a replay of it. At least I don't think there is. But when he got beat, it essentially was a screen pass that wasn't a screen pass. Because they got beat so badly. So, yeah. Not just that play where look, he's getting beat by corners, like straight up, not just getting run by. He's getting like out leveraged by corners. It's bad. It's bad. So, yeah, I haven't figured out the score right now. 17-10, Elite Gamer. I haven't figured out the scoreboard situation. I had a scoreboard that I got, and then it decided it didn't want to work. So, yeah, the scoreboard's been an issue for me this season. But 17-10 at halftime is the score. So I'm trying to work on that solution. What do I think the offense needs to do? Yeah, you got to run more with Derrick Henry, play action. But a lot of it is just kind of like you got to block and guys got to get open, So that's the situation with all that. But just establish the run game. Like, you don't have Derrick Henry out for drives on drives, or 17-9. Sorry, you're right. That's why I need the scoreboard. So primetime is my primetime. You've officially been you've been recruited. You're now the scoreboard. Thank you for your service. Primetime coming through, man. Appreciate you. But yeah. You gotta establish the run game early. And early means early in the second half. And part of it is like, how much do teams? I think the Steelers respect Lamar's legs more than other teams, like the Bengals, for example. I don't think respected Lamar's legs. I think the Steelers do, but they also understand there are other guys you got to cover. But Yeah, and I remember actually what they said. If you remember at the owners meetings this past offseason, if you remember, Harbaugh was asked about Brandon Stevens and kind of was like, "Oh, yeah, he can play so many positions." Like he didn't say they were re-signing him, but like they said, "Oh, like he can do all this and like maybe we do this with it." And everybody freaked out. Was like, "No, no, no." And they didn't actually re-sign him. So, I mean, I think they're going to draft a guard in the first round. They have to draft a guard in the first round. They have to. They have to. Halftimes also feel, I've said this, halftimes commercials, they all feel longer to me. So, yeah. Let's check in. So, Buffalo is down at 21-18 to Cincinnati. They came back a little bit. Jacksonville is putting it on the Colts. And I mean, Daniel Jones is the big concern there, obviously. So, you hope he's okay. What other AFC games are going on right now that impact Baltimore? Not really not a ton outside of those, right? I mean, I know the Chiefs and Texans play on Sunday night. Uh, just those games. So Cincy still up, but they're gonna have to punt the ball back. It looks like to Buffalo. So Ravens need some help from Josh Allen again this week to stop the Bengals in their tracks. So. And I finally saw the replay of the Falele thing. So took me a while to find it. All right, you need a stop here. You need a stop. Next 30 minutes determine a lot for this Ravens team. Oh, they got the 2000 squad. Yep. Ray Lewis. Q better be there too. I better see Q on that field. Ray's with the trophy. Man, I hope Q was there. Cleveland's beating 10. Shadur looks good. That Washington game is almost over. That Washington game's almost in the fourth quarter. We haven't even started the second half here. What in the world? It's crazy. I still am more. I mean, maybe this isn't that crazy. I'm more worried about that ball's going out of bounds. It looks like from loop. Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, great start, everybody. Steelers will get this ball at their 40-yard line. Can't have that. Can't have that. But what I was saying is I'm still more worried about the offense than the defense, weirdly, which maybe not so weirdly, but still. All right, well, first and 10 for the Steelers at the Ravens 40. Rodgers looking around, still firing it out, and wide open is DK Metcalf. That is on the pass rush. That is on the pass rush. Guys can't cover for that long. That is not on the secondary. That is on the pass rush. You just can't let Rodgers sit back. Guys get open. Guys cannot cover for that long. Just everybody stacked up. Nobody getting pressure. When your pass rush is David Ajabo, Brent Urban, John Jenkins, and Travis Jones, I mean, yeah, it's probably going to happen. So first and 10, Steelers already inside the red zone. Screenplay to Freiermuth. Okay. I mean, he picked up 4 yards, but kind of a weird play there. And DK's having a day. Whew. So 2nd and 7 for the Steelers. Going to be a handoff to Gainwell, who's going to actually cut this one back up the field and get close to the first down. They're going to be 3rd and short for them. I thought it was stuffed here. John Jenkins got a ton of great initial pressure, and then Gainwell just cut it back to the outside. Wow. So 3rd and 1. Stop here would be massive. It could be 4-down territory again for the Steelers here. Gainwell, he got it. First down. All right, so Steelers will have a 1st and goal. Sheesh, this is not exactly what I had in mind. You can still hold them to a field goal, but you need to hold them to a field goal. All right, so 1st and goal. Toss play to Warren. That's going nowhere. That's going nowhere. Toss plays against the Ravens generally don't really work, just being honest. So huge play there. That's gonna back him to like the 10-yard line, isn't it? So 2nd and goal here for the Steelers. I like the formation the Ravens are in. Again, you just shorten up the field. Rodgers looking, firing it. Incomplete, no flags. 3rd down. Whew. Timed it up well. Maybe a hair early, but kind of hard to call that in real time. So you need to stop here on this 3rd down. And the Ravens defense hold. Rodgers looking. He's going to roll out, going to fire that ball. Looks like it was tipped or something. It's incomplete, though. So huge stand again by this Ravens defense. And the Steelers are going to have to trot Boswell out there on the field. No, it just came out of his hand weird, it looked like. So that's a big stand from Baltimore's defense, holding them in the red zone. Here's Boswell on a 28-yarder. It's up and through. So it is an 11-point game. Yeah. Well, this is going to be a big drive for the offense. Marlon Humphrey apparently hobbled off after the third down incompletion. So, I mean, if we do want a silver lining, at least the Ravens scored a touchdown on the Steelers' special teams blunder, whereas the Steelers only got a field goal. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. All right. Keaton on the return here. Going to get chopped down right before the 30-yard line. Here's a first down. Here's a Henry run. He's going to get taken down after a gain of 5 or 6, maybe even 7 on that play. All right, here's Keaton on second down, who is going to get stuffed up after a gain of a couple, so it'll make it a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. Well, I'd run this ball again. Where's Derrick Henry? There's the run. It is going to be a 1st down and more for Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell is going to take this one. Is he limping? Is he hobbled? What's going on here? Did he get tired out? Looks like he was, yeah, he's looking like he got hurt. 100% Keaton Mitchell would have taken that one to the house. I don't know if he felt something at the end there. That was weird, but hey, huge play from Keaton Mitchell. All right, so Ravens in the red zone here. 1st and 10. Here's Henry, gonna get stacked up right about the line of scrimmage. Here's Henry in the Wildcat. Henry going to take this one and get stuffed up right about the 4 or 3 yard line. Huge 3rd and goal. Lamar likely, and that's a touchdown. Huge. Set up by Keaton Mitchell. Ravens get a lot of timely. The Ravens have been good on 3rd down today. Likely just, yeah, they had TJ Watt dropping into coverage, which was weird. Ravens are in this game still. Loop on. That is up and through. So it is a 4-point game now. Huge. Ravens scoring touchdowns, Steelers kicking field goals. Huge, huge, huge. Likely wants that contract. Ugh. Is Keaton a free agent, actually? I think he's a restricted free agent, right? Yeah, restricted free agent next year. Been a lot better second half. I mean, the defense has to continue to step up too. But that's what I wanted to see, right? They had like a 70-yard touchdown drive. That was really good. That was really good. If the Ravens defense can just get a stop where the Steelers don't score points, I mean, that's crazy. I didn't expect this to turn into like an offensive thing. All right, so another opportunity here for the Ravens defense. Still a lot of game left. Still a lot of game left. This ball is going to be a touchback out to the 35. Another special teams mistake. Rough one. This might be the worst game of Loop's career, unfortunately. Or no, wait. What happened? Oh, never mind. That ball. All right. All right. I missaw the play. So never mind on that. Scrap that. This ball's out at the 20-yard line, not the 35. Hopefully this is a stop here for this defense. Run play on first down with Jalen Warren. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4. 2nd and 7. I don't know. I still feel eerily confident. Wow, James Cook fumbled. That's crazy. All right, 2nd and 7. Rodgers is looking. Yeah, that's going to be a hold. It's going to be a hold. It's coming back. It's coming back. Hold on the Steelers. Steelers are getting a little sloppy here. The Ravens have a real window of opportunity to take control of this game. I think was that Jones coming off the edge? No, it was Mike Green. Look at Mike Green go. The bend Mike Green has is unbelievable. So it makes it a 2nd and 17 here for the Steelers. You can't allow them to pick up a first down here on these 2 plays. Rodgers is going to fire that ball to Metcalf, who's going to pick up a decent chunk of those yards back, make it a manageable 3rd down. And Pete is down. He's had a couple penalties in this game for the Steelers. I mean, Steelers are getting really banged up in this game. Hopefully everybody's all right. I mean, I know they've rolled a couple guys out with concussions, but still. All right, head to commercial. Yeah, because Broderick Jones isn't playing. Calvin Anderson's already out of the game with an injury, so I don't know what they're going to do. Practice squad player Dylan Cook is going to be in here for the Steelers. Wow. So the Ravens have to take advantage of that. It's going to be such a weird playoffs. All these teams, I don't know who's going to make it. Right, so Pete's heading into the medical tent here, 3rd and 5 for the Steelers. All right, he just kind of got caught up a little bit. So, all right, 3rd and 5, practice squad player. Let's see it. I'm gonna watch Mike Green on Dylan Cook, this practice squad guy, on this play. Let's see. They might send help. Oh, Roman Wilson, or no, that's Calvin Austin wide open. Awuzie saves a touchdown. Oh man. Gets beat off the line. Lucky Awuzie was there to save the touchdown. All right, so Steelers up across midfield. There's a handoff to Caleb Johnson. That's going nowhere. Steelers' run game is not being good. All right. Rodgers fires it out to Warren. Ravens read that one, then missed tackles. Oh, my. You got to get him down. You got to get him down. Buchanan read that one, just whiffed on him. Then Humphrey can't get him. Oh, man. It looks like Pete's heading back to the locker room. 3rd and 4 here. Maybe 4 down territory for, I mean, you could send, Boswell's really good, so. We'll see. Pittsburgh 50% on third downs currently. Ravens sending pressure. Rodgers rolling out. Wide open is Warren, who he's going to score. Oh, my. That's the blitz beater play. You send guys. You're leaving a lot of guys on islands, and some guys get open. Sheesh. That's brutal. That's really, really. Ravens had a real opportunity there. Now you got to claw back again. So Green actually bailed out, but just didn't follow Warren. It's a huge play for them. Sheesh. Boswell's kick is up and through. That's really bad. Kind of a interest. I mean, so if Rodgers wasn't handling pressure well, I'd be okay with that call. And generally, he hasn't this season, but he's been handling it really well today. Like, he's been really good at either maneuvering around the pocket or getting the ball out quickly. And so when that's happening, that's what, like, that you see it happening every time, or most of the time you run pressure at him. You know, I don't think you should keep doing it or do it in a lot of moments, especially big moments in the game. So again, I would have understood the play call if Rodgers was having trouble handling the pressure, but he hasn't. And, you know, Rodgers he's a vet, man. He's been around. He's seen everything. And that's how you beat a blitz. I mean, I talk about it all the time with the Ravens. It's like, if they're sending pressure, the short passing game is the extension of the run game because you have so many guys up the field. And, you know, Green did drop back, but was more so reading Rodgers instead of reacting to Warren. And that's kind of where that came in. So, yeah. Yeah. Keaton with a knee, questionable to return. Both teams are actually playing pretty well on third down. What are those numbers right now? Ravens 5 for 9, Steelers 6 of 11. So both teams are above 50% on third down. I think. Yeah, right above 50% for each. And again, coming in, I talked about this on the pregame show. Coming into this game, the Steelers were a bottom 5 third down defense. So that was one of the keys here. So you got to keep exploiting that if you're the Ravens. Game's not over, but you can't keep playing the game of like, we're going to score, you're going to score, we're going to score, you're going to score, because you're already down. So, I mean, if you hold them to field goals, that's okay. But, you know, obviously you can't have the touchdowns. So we shall see. All right, they're showing the replay again. Yeah, so Green is just, Green's dropping back and Walker's out in front. Fryermuth also. Fryermuth was like, give me the ball, man. And then he's like, oh, okay. You score this way too. Yeah. All right. 3:30 to go. I'm sure that Minnesota game's like over by now, considering how fast that was moving. Boswell, that ball's going to be fielded right about the 10-yard line by Rasheen Ali. Well, he got a nice little return out to the 35-36. All right, not bad. Not bad. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, Todd Monk is the cousin of the Army head coach, huh? All right, first down. Lamar rolling out. He's going to look. He's going to try to escape and go down after a gain of 1. All right, so 2nd and 9. They're dropping TJ into coverage a little bit here. Seattle's up when did Seattle get up 30-9? What? All right, 2nd and 9. I'd run this ball with Henry. I would run this ball with Henry. Here we go. It's a run with Henry. He's gonna get to the outside and then pick up more yards than I thought he would. But no, that ball's he's down. He's down. All right, gonna make it 3rd. Again, they're actually converting well on these 3rd and manageable situations. 3rd and 3. It's a very manageable situation. Henry escaped. I thought he was going to get tackled for like a gain of 1 or 2, but he ended up picking up 4 or 5, which was good. Actually, 5 or 6. All right, 3rd and 3. I like this formation. Oh, Lamar pulls it, and he's going to get some yards here, get it to the outside. Nice. See, those are the types of plays that they need. I love that. That's a great play. It's a great play. And everybody's crashing in on Henry. Look, everybody crashed in on Henry there. It's a huge play. So he's back up, it looks like. Average speed of rushes, right back up to his first 4 games. All right, here's 1st and 10. Lamar, play action game, firing over the middle. Wide open is Rashod Bateman. They were trying to make him get up to punch the ball out. Great play there. Ravens offense moving the football. Great breakdown by Bateman there. Just falls. I wish these guys would run a little more, but Flowers and Bateman, like, again, it's going down, I guess, to avoid injury, but, you're leaving yards out there on the field. So Ravens at the Steelers' 30-yard line. Lamar going to pull this ball again. Going to get taken down after a decent... this is what they should do. They're picking up chunk yards with it. The Ravens do have to run one more play. It's going to be a Henry run who has a hole, and he's going to pick up a 1st down, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. All right. So they're moving the ball a little bit. Fourth quarter in the red zone. That's like, yeah, that's crazy. The Baltimore Ravens have entered the 4th quarter in the red zone. At least the Ravens offense is getting going a little bit. I didn't know, actually, because I didn't hear, but Tracy Wolfson also said Zay Flowers got in on that conversation with Falele and Lamar. So, very interesting. Fourth quarter. Can this be the quarter? All right. Here we go. 1st and 10. Henry run. Going to get stacked up after a gain of 1. Ravens need a touchdown here. I mean, a field goal would still put it at a 1-possession game, but touchdown would be very good. Going to be a screenplay to Ali, who's going to stay up. I think he got in it. Oh, yeah. All right. The elbow was down. The elbow was down. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 here. Lamar wanted a touchdown, but his elbow was down. I mean, yeah, you're not going to get that. All right, 3rd and 4. Steelers look confused. PQ coming up the middle. Lamar going to fire it out to Bateman, who dropped the ball. Oh, my. Are you kidding? So a chip shot, 28-yarder for Loop. Up and through. So it's back to an 8-point game. Or one possession game here. Now they need to stop on defense in a bad way. Ravens have had, 8 points left on the board here with the Boswell field goal that turned into a touchdown, and then the Bateman drop that, I'm not sure he gets the touchdown, but assuming he did, or at least the Ravens scored on, they would have at least gotten a first down. So, that's 8 points you leave on the board there. Just bounced off of Bateman's finger. All right, this ball fielded by Gainwell at the 5. Gonna try to run this one back weirdly. Gets it out to about the 22, 23-yard line. Keaton Mitchell out with a knee injury. Oh, no. That's rough. All right, well, which team is more clutch? We're going to have to see. Ravens need at least one more good scoring drive, but of course they need to get a defensive stop here. Seattle scored again? Jeez. All right, they need a huge stand here. No points at all need to be allowed on this drive. Here's a play action out to Metcalf, who is going to pick up yards on that play, only a couple. So 2nd and 7. Just about 2 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. Play clock winding down. Rodgers with the toss play out to Warren, who's, again, like, toss plays don't really work against this Ravens defense. I don't know why teams run them. I mean, I'll take it, but to set up a 3rd down, where the Steelers have been good today, but the Ravens need to stop. So going to be 3rd and 6 here for Pittsburgh. Oh boy, Ravens showing pressure with the line. Gainwell coming back next to Rodgers. Now motions back out. 2, 1, 0. That should have been delay game. It's going to be out to Gainwell. Yep. All right. I don't think that play was going anywhere, but yeah, they've been flirting with that all game. That play clock's been running down. Steelers have played a very sloppy game. I'm not going to lie. So, I mean, the Ravens have too in certain facets, but Steelers have played pretty sloppy, especially with the penalties. All right, so from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 11. Changes up the play call a little bit. Rodgers going to look. Rodgers going to fire it out to Freiermuth, who is not going to get the first down, and that's going to be a 3 and out. Always weird for me that teams throw passes short of the sticks on 3rd and longs there. I don't know if they just wanted to keep the clock running and, trust their defense. I'm not sure. I mean, the clock will run to about 11 and a half minutes, but I don't know. Are they playing for? I mean, I don't know what they're playing for. So they're going to try to run this clock down. Nope. They're going to snap it with 10 seconds to go. There's the punt. Deep one here. Wester's going to field this ball. Oh, spins it, cuts it, and all right, taken down right around the 30. So 11:19 to go. Ravens do get the ball back on offense with an opportunity to score, and their offense actually playing decently well, all things considered. Whoa, Burrow got intercepted for a pick 6. Oh, I didn't see that. What? Dang. So now the Bills are up in that game. That's huge. Oh, man. Sometimes you have to sneeze. Sometimes you do. Ugh. That was a crazy play, too, by Benford. Wow. All right. Well, Ravens special teams getting after it. First and 10. Lamar rolling out. He's going to go deep. He has Flowers wide open, who spins and is going to be down. Wow. Huge play off the bat. The Ravens offense is cooking right now. Bateman's going to clear everything out, and then Flowers are going to go out and up. He had Bateman and Flowers open. The Ravens already at the right inside the Steelers 35. Here's Henry going to run this ball up, gets tripped up. Going to be second down. Yeah, they're showing the Burrow. All right, 2nd and 5 here for the Ravens. Here's another Henry run. Gonna get stuffed for about, all right, so 3rd and 2 here, it looks like, for the Ravens. Ravens, again, have been good on 3rd down for the most part. Under 10 minutes to go in the quarter. Smash mouth this ball with Henry. Yep. Oh, he got stuffed. They're definitely gonna go for this on 4th down. I think I'm fine with that play call. It was working. I'm fine with that play call. Now, 4th and 1. This is a really big down for Baltimore. All right, this is huge. Under 9 minutes to go. What are they going to do here? Going to be a handoff to Henry, who gets the outside, gets the 1st down. Huge play. Voorhees gets out. Linderbaum gets out. Queen misses the tackle. And Henry at the 20-yard line. I'm liking the way this game is shaping up for the Ravens. You got to score a touchdown here, obviously. But I like the way their offense is moving the ball. So here's a 1st down. Here's Ali with the carry, who's going to get stuffed after about 1.5 yards or so. Under 8 minutes to go in the game. So clock is ticking here. But it's a 1-possession game. Second and 8. Pressure comes on Lamar, who is going to somehow get that ball away. It's incomplete, but better than taking a sack at least. Queen just slipped, and then Lamar, even though it was incomplete, very good that he was able to get the ball out. All right, so both teams 6 of 12 on 3rd down. Ravens have their 13th 3rd down here. Let's see. Steelers showing pressure again. Lamar floating. Lamar looking. He's going to still gets the ball away, but it's going to be incomplete. And going to be a 4th down. So again, better than taking sacks, but can't score a touchdown, which is tough. So here's Loop on. Huge kick here for Loop. Still stinks he can't convert in the red zone. 36-yarder again for Tyler. Kick is up and through. So the Ravens now 5-point game, 7:10 to go. The Ravens can just get a stop, get the ball back. They have a chance to win this game. Yeah, so that Minnesota game is already final. It's kind of crazy. Defense needs to make a play. All right, Loop with the kickoff. That ball taken at about the 15. Gainwell gonna, it's a good return. Steelers will start out by the 40-yard line, 41. Oh, well. So just over a hair over 7 minutes to go in this game. It's nervous time. Halfway through. Whew. All right, 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's ground game hasn't really gotten going all game. So that area, you can kind of almost eliminate it at some point. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers steps up in the pocket. He throws short to Jonnu Smith. Just a bad throw. 2nd and 10. Rushers got up the field. Rodgers steps up. If he had just set his feet and thrown it, would have been complete, but that he did not. So, okay, 2nd and 10. Rodgers back to throw. Tipped. And was that intercepted? Oh my, it was intercepted. What a play. Who was that? Who was that? It was Okoye, and then Rodgers tried to tip it to himself. And then Buchanan came in, it looked like. Yeah, Buchanan came away with that ball. What a play. Yeah, it's going to be under review. So Rodgers' knee hits the ground with it. Did Buchanan wrestle it away after? I'm not sure. Ty goes to who, though? I don't know. They're gonna have to see if it's possession or not. That's really close. I mean, it gets ripped away from him. So Rodgers has it on his helmet. His knee is down there, and then it gets ripped away. That's really, really close. Might be another thing like the Zay thing where it's you don't have enough evidence to overturn it. Oh, he said it was down by contact. Harbaugh's incensed. He's saying that's wrong. So they're saying he had possession there. That's really tough. So now it's 3rd and 19. Steelers, but I mean, you lose the good field position, which is, I think, the hardest part of that. So even if the Steelers don't convert here, which they better not convert here, you lose the good field position. But maybe that sets up a game-winning drive where you don't give Pittsburgh time back on the clock. Who knows? All right. Ravens are playing completely. They're going to probably rush 4 here. Steelers, no. I mean, they're going to. Let's see what they do. I'm not sure. So here's Rodgers up, and then he's going to fire it out to Gainwell, pick up some of those yards, and that'll be that. So Ravens will get the ball back and have a chance to win this football game. The Ravens will have a chance to win this football game. All right. Wester's going to field this ball right around the 20. Going to try to cut it back upfield. He will, and then get stuffed. All right. So this is about a 79-yard drive here the Ravens need to pull off. Lamar Jackson legacy drive. Come on now. .541 to go. You need a touchdown to win the game. That's the stakes here. Here's a Henry run on first down. Up the middle. Henry's going to pick up a huge chunk on first down. That's exactly what the doctor ordered on first down there. Huge play. Wide. Great blocking up front. Huge play. The Ravens will have it out near the 40-yard line for the Ravens, obviously. 41-yard line of the Ravens. Just keep running that football, man. There it is again. Henry going to pick up another chunk. Get a gain of 4 or 5. Clock ticking. It'll be under 5 minutes by the time the ball is snapped next. They've been awesome. I mean, they put up points every time here, but they're going to need a touchdown. It's been a good second half performance from the Ravens overall. Not perfect, but a lot better than what we saw in the first half. All right, 2nd and 5. Lamar back to throw. He's looking. He's going to fire it out and incomplete to Rashod. So 3rd and 5 now. It's good he's not taking the sacks, but he is getting the ball away. So you had double help on TJ. It's just, again, a lot of running around, moving around, and Watt finally snags him. So 3rd and 5 here for Baltimore. Massive, massive 3rd down. Ali in the game for it. Steelers will send some pressure. Lamar's going to go for the deep shot. He has Hopkins, who did secure it, but is out of bounds. Yeah. I think a Steelers defender might be down on that play. Andrews had the free release. Lamar was looking deep the whole way, though. It's PQ. Hopefully he's all right. Steelers have been getting very banged up in this game. PQ looks like he's in pain. So we'll see what they do if they decide to go for it on fourth. They could give the ball back to Pittsburgh and hope the defense can get a stop with 3 timeouts. We're going to see. Yeah, because Malik Harrison's already been ruled out, and now PQ is at least going to have to miss this 4th down play. But Steelers are very injured right now. Whew. It's nervous time. PQ's out on the sideline. Looks like his hip he's holding. So the offense is on the field on this 4th down. They do have all 3 timeouts. And even if the Steelers, so worst case scenario here is the Ravens don't get it on 4th down. The Steelers go 3 and out. The Ravens use all their timeouts, and they either kick a field goal or get the ball back with no timeouts. So, they're where? They're 46-yard line right now? Yeah. So, all right. 4th down. Middle of the field is open. Middle of the field is open. Will the Steelers send pressure? Leave guys one-on-one? They will. Lamar going to fire it out. Zay wide open. Who's going to get the 1st down? And he's out of bounds. So the clock stops. So huge conversion there for Baltimore. It was just barely a 1st down, but it was a 1st down. So clock stopped, 4:17 to go here. Steelers showing some delayed pressure. Henry, just threw it too short. That looked like a good play. Bounced off of Henry's fingertips. That looked good. It was, Henry dropped it, man. He had to overextend, and a little on both guys there. But, that ball is a little bit too short. All right, so 2nd and 10. I'd run the ball. That they will. Here's Henry, get stuffed up after a gain of 1 or 2 by Highsmith. So going to be a 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 8 for the Ravens here. Clock ticks under 4 minutes. This seems like the drive here. Ali on the field, 3rd and 9. Steelers are falling in love with sending some pressure. Hopefully the Ravens can burn them on one of these plays. Yep, Lamar going to fire it out. Wide open, Flowers, who's going to take this ball up the sideline. That should be a face mask, too. Huge play by Zay. It'd be a good idea to cover Zay Flowers. The Steelers are falling in love with pressure, and they burned him there. Huge. Could have also been a face mask, but... there was a miscommunication there. Left Zay wide open on the sideline. All right, so now you can run this clock down as far as you can. You can still pick up a first down if you need it. Lamar going to fire it in the end zone. Oh! They're going to call it a score. We'll see. That's a touchdown for likely for now. Let's see. 1, 2, and then the ball comes out. Interesting. 1, 2. Incomplete. Wow. Jeez. Can you challenge that? I mean, I think because they got their challenge, they can challenge that, right? Let's see. 1, 2. I mean, the ball gets popped out before the third step. So, okay, I guess. Okay. All right. So 2nd and 10. Again, I'd run the ball, set up another third down. You've been good there. All in love with the pressure. There's Henry to the outside, who's going to stiff arm a guy and go down 3rd and about 2-ish, 1-ish, and then the Ravens can run this down in the 2-minute warning. Which they definitely will. Or no. Well, wait. The Steelers might have called a timeout. Yeah, Steelers did call a timeout. It's going to be talked about a lot, but I still am confident here for the Ravens. All right. 3rd and 2. Motion, play, Henry. Oh, what in the world was that? There's also a flag on the play. What the heck was that? Okay, well, just going to set up the play of the game, obviously, here on 4th down. Lamar, held it and didn't give it, and Henry was like, okay. All right, well. 4th and 5 now. All right. Lamar back to throw. He's looking. He fires it. Incomplete. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back. The Ravens do still have a chance, but oh my. What is Cam Hayward? You let a play where Cam Hayward is dropping back into coverage. GQ with there was a little grab there on the jersey. There was a little grab on the jersey. Well, the Steelers are going to have to run the ball now to screw up some of this clock. There's still an opportunity for the Ravens. So here's the first down run with Warren, who's going to get stacked up. Ravens will call their first timeout, 2nd and 9. I think what's going to happen here is they're going to run again, and they're going to try to throw for the game on 3rd down. All right, so 2nd and 9. There's a toss play to Warren, who's going to cut it back inside and spin for a couple of yards. Ravens will call their So I think that the Steelers are going to throw for this ball on 3rd down. And that would be essentially the game. So this is crazy to me. It's 1-2, and then, like, are they putting that much emphasis on the football move? I don't get it. Like, what are we doing here? All right, so 3rd down. I think the Steelers will throw it here. Yep, and they will. Rodgers, nope. Marlon with the incompletion, and the Ravens will get the ball back with a chance to win the game again. Huge play. Ravens defense has stepped up in the 2nd quarter. Or 2nd half, excuse me. For the most part. Ball, Wester. Ravens will probably have some good field position here. Wester going to get taken down right before midfield. So the 2-minute warning does hit. And this is it right here. Was there a flag? Oh, and there's a holding call. Oh, my. So it'll be more so towards the 30-ish yard line, 35-yard line. Uh, so nervous, man. So nervous. It's going to come down to the Ravens' red zone offense, isn't it? Yeah, and how did Likely not get a touchdown, but Rodgers got possession on his play? Like, what in the world? Oh, the Ravens are at their 25. 26, I guess. All right, a minute 56, one timeout for this Ravens team for a legacy Lamar Jackson drive to save their season. These are the two units that have been trying to look for answers, and for the most part, the Ravens offense in the second half has been better than the Steelers defense, but it's all going to come down to this drive. 1st and 10, Lamar back to throw. He's going to fire that over the middle to Ali. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10. There's a flag, though. Hopefully that's in the secondary. Oh, and there's a... Dude, what is... So 1st and 20. Need to pick up a chunk here. Lamar's going to check it down to Ali, which is a right call. Minute 40 to go. Clock is ticking. Minute 30. Lamar looking, going to fire it over the middle to Flowers, who is going to be stopped. All right, going to be about 3rd and 11, 3rd and 10. Clock is ticking. Minute 13. All right, we're under a minute and 10 to go. Creeping up on a minute to go. We're under a minute. You don't have a lot of time here. Under 55 seconds. Ball snapped at 55 seconds. Lamar is going to run this one and going to set up a 4th and short, but they need to go because they're all right. So the Ravens call their final timeout here to set up the 4th and 2 play for the game. That was a lot of time that ticked off there. Now you're 47 seconds, no timeouts. You got to pick up this 1st down. And even if you have to do anything you can in this situation. So ideally you get out of bounds on a 1st down, but if not, you're going to have to get up to the line, hurry, probably even spike the ball or have your play ready. And that's what they can do here. On this timeout, they can say, okay, if we get a 1st down, this is what we're going to run. And you can get to the line, snap the ball quickly. But you have to do anything you can to get this 1st down. Anything you can to get this 1st down. Whew. All right, 4th and 2 for the game. Here we go. Lamar back to throw. He's going to look. He's going to fire the ball out. All right, 1st down to Likely. So you did what you could there, but now you need to spike this football. 33, 32, 31. All right, with 30 seconds to go. All right. $30 seconds to go, 2nd and 10. So now you have to start to do things to the sideline. We know the Steelers don't want to give up that big play. All right. Lamar fires over to LaColler for a catch. He gets down. The Ravens need to hurry to the line. Oh, man. 16 seconds to go with the Steelers' 39-yard line. All right, well, the Steelers call a timeout here to get set. If a sack would end this football game, there's no doubt. So you cannot do that. Whew. Man, this is like drama building to the max right now. All right, 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Lamar looking. Gonna fire out to Andrews. All right, so 9 seconds left. I mean, at this point, you have probably 2 plays max. All right. No sacks. I do a quick sideline play here. Get it to, and literally like straight to the sideline. Get yourself like to the 25, 20-yard line and just throw the ball to the end zone there. All right, here's the snap. Lamar looking, and he got sacked. Oh. Well, that'll do it. Well, we're gonna, yeah, that's tough. That's terrible. The Ravens were robbed, but they also didn't play well enough to win the game in general, especially in the first half when you get down. So I'm going to pop off here, get the instant reaction stream ready. And then, of course, we're going to have some real conversations because falling to 6 and 7, I mean, their season is not looking good right now. So I'm going to pop off of here. And again, be sure to tune in. I'm going to get the stream up and ready. Probably around 4:30, 4:45 is when we'll end up going live. More so probably 4:45. I can have time to get some stuff going. But tough game, tough way for the Ravens to lose that one. Just all around poor. They tried to stage the comeback, but again, went down by too much too early. So thanks again for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button in video form, follow along and subscribe, in audio form for 5 days a week, plus more of that daily Ravens coverage. I'll see you right back here in a couple minutes for the instant reaction show on Locked On Ravens.